So I found out today Canada doesn't exist. It's all maple leaf. And did you hear about the guy who dipped his testicles in glitter? Pretty nuts. Welcome to Shave&Butcher, the girl next door YouTube shaving channel. We're shaving today with a soap I haven't used on camera yet, and it's a soap I got 3 days ago. This will be my 6th shave. That's the advantage with shaving your face and shaving your head. And it has been an interesting experience. It is the Fitjar, experimenting with lights here, the Fitjar Islands Havn. Havn is Norwegian for harbour. Beautiful little thing, small box. It appears to be glass, but it isn't. It's actually thick plastic, but high class stuff. Really good artwork all the way through. So I haven't tried Fitjar Island soaps before. I'm sure a lot of you have, but this is the first one for me. Beautiful. We are using the Friendship shaving brush again, getting pretty used to that. The Macy synthetic. And we've got this one. Remember this one? The Shave&Butcher signature razor, the ArtRazor 9/8 half hollow from ArtRazor Yuri in the Ukraine. Face is prepped with, it's been cleaned properly, and it's prepped with almond oil mixed in with a bit of, tea tree oil mixed in with a bit of almond oil. So wet the brush, squeeze it out pretty well, and shake it as well so it's quite dry, because this soap could use a rather dry brush. If you don't get it too dry or dry enough, it foams up a bit. Easy to load, quick to load. A proper high quality artisan shaving soap, that's for sure. So I'm loading it for, 20-30 seconds, which will be plenty. Bit of excess, put it there. I'm gonna put a bit of moisture in, because typically you want to wet your face, but I obviously forgot to do that. So this is like as if I put moisture on it. Can you see properly? Lighting here at the cabin has been all but good, so I thought I'd make a change, but I don't know. We'll see. You let me know what you think. This scent is this is a good scent. I wasn't blown away initially at first whiff, but that's because I thought I would get a different scent than I did. Bit of moisture again. I thought it was going to be more driftwood, more salty, more harbor. Of course, as usual, I don't study scent notes, which you should. And I got this partially used from a guy in the Swedish Facebook group. I like to acquire soaps like that, so you don't have to pay a fortune. You can try things out. If it's half used, it's half used. I've got 40, 50, 60 half-used soaps. Not a problem. But the scent was okay, so I thought it was going to be more Norwegian coastline, sort of. And the description says, waking up, I'm making this stuff up, but basically waking up in the morning, walking down to the harbor, getting the scent of driftwood and fishing nets, I don't know, that sort of thing. And the description says more wood than sweet. But see, I disagree. I think it's more sweet than wood. Obviously, I'm wrong, because the soap maker at Fitjar Islands is famous for her nose, and I'm not. I'm just saying that's my impression. More like a cologne, you know. I might wear this. It's a bit too sweet to wear as an all-day scent, but anyway, so I used it 6 times, and the scent grows on you, and it actually is very good. It's quite sophisticated, very classy. You can tell someone put a lot of effort into the scent and a lot of thought, and we appreciate that. Of course, we do. This bad boy. Okay, here we go. Look at those scales. Aren't they nice? Pretty cool. Yeah, speaking of prepping your face, apart from the washing and the pre-shave oil, is the light playing tricks again? Is it? Sorry if that's the case. In addition to that, my nerdiness in terms of getting a good shave has taken new measures in the summer. It's quite warm and sunny. It's been 34 degrees today, which is very warm in Sweden. So you spend time in the sun, that dries your skin a bit, and it's warm, so you get a bit dehydrated, and that really affects the quality of the shave and how the soap and razor and aftershave feels on the skin. If you're not careful, it feels a bit like in the winter when it's really cold and snowy and the skin gets dry. So my quality assurance, or nerdiness if you will, now includes drinking ample amounts of water starting a few hours from when I shave, just to get the moisture content in the skin up to the level where it needs to be, and it makes a difference. It actually makes a difference. So I don't know, could be advice for someone potentially, because I lose 1 to 2 liters more water than a normal day when I'm out in the sun quite a bit. Easily lose 3 liters of water in a day. And if you drink like usual, you get dehydrated. Yeah, and you may not notice, but probably your skin will. So if you live somewhere where the weather's the same all the time, you know what your body needs. But if you're on vacation somewhere warm, or if it's unusually warm where you are, for me it makes a difference. Just a thought. The soap is a top performer. I mean, you saw how easily I made a good quality leather. It gives a really good glide. Not sure about the post experience. I don't know if it's okay or if it's good, but it's a bit unusual climates or unusual conditions for me now in the summer when I've used it, so the skin is not entirely representative, I think. So jury's still out on that. For me, the post-shave is not so critical. As I've said many times before, I always put a balm on. Almost always. So it's not that it doesn't matter, but it's less important. Cheers. Evan Williams again. It's not fantastic, but it's cheap. Okay, put another coating of water on just to make sure I hydrate enough. Yeah, that's a really wet lather, that is. But that's what we want. So slickness is phenomenal, really, really good. I won't speak to residual slickness because as a straight razor shaver, there barely is any. When you put a good quality straight razor edge onto your skin and you do it with the right technique, there's nothing left, or very little. You can still buff, but you can buff because you've got a good edge. When you have a DE, there's more soap left on the skin. It's my experience anyway. But this thing with post shaves and you know, using a splash and using a balm or using both, which I tend to do, is a common topic amongst wet shavers. Someone said, well, using a splash and a balm is like wearing two pairs of trousers. But then my attitude is, yeah, maybe, and that's crazy and fun, so why not use it? It's not like this splash is gonna take anything away from what the balm is gonna do, or vice versa. Well, the balm saves the skin because an alcohol-based splash, alcohol-based splash will tighten your skin. Quite a bit, and I feel you need to say sorry to the skin and put a bit of balm on, because the skin's going to be there tomorrow as well, and he's going to remember. But I've tried a few times using only a splash, but then not the alco, not the crazy alcoholic thing with nothing else in it, but a normal, like Clubman Pinot, for example, which has a fair amount of alcohol in, but also a few things that makes the skin feel better, and it feels rough for 10 minutes. In this climate when it's warm and moist, and then it feels okay. It's just, if you're shaving in another 24 hours, just like making sure you drink enough water, you want to treat your skin to an expensive dinner, because the skin's going to pay you back when you shave next. So why not use a balm? This is a pretty noisy thing for not being a full hollow. So warm, I'm sweating through the lather. Yeah, it was very moist. moist, as you can see. But that's okay. A good quality soap can have a very high moisture content and still provide a good glide. Poor soap can't in the same way. Yeah. I'm not cutting anything, I'm not hurting, it's just a very close shave, and that's why there's a teeny bit of blood. And the reason is a combination of being a bit dehydrated, I think, and just pure skills from the shaver. Basically pushing too much. That happens. You have, or at least I do. I have good days, I have bad days. Some days I shave like shit. And then it doesn't matter what quality stuff you're using, your shave is going to be average anyway. But this is a pretty good one. Just, yeah, not a lot of blood, a little bit there. Not a cut, just skin breaking. What's the difference? There is a difference. This blade is pretty massive. Yeah, so the weather's been fantastic for a week, and it's going to continue for a few more days. So a lot of time on the beach. Beautiful. Water is nice and warm. And it isn't always up here. So Tim Shaw made his first shavette shave on camera and got away with it. A little bit of blood, but not a lot. So good on Tim. Martin at Your Mileage May Vary, YMMV YouTube channel, tried the Razorine for the first time on, and he did it on camera, and that was well, I wouldn't say it's a poor choice. It was an interesting choice, and we sure appreciated it. He made a cut about an inch long, about 2-3 centimeters long, which just wouldn't stop bleeding for 15 minutes, and he kept going. My God. But Martin soldiered through, and was insisting on doing a 3-pass full quality BBS shave, so he kept going over this area that he cut, and he would just bleed and bleed and bleed. A really good video, really good entertainment. Not only for the blood that we love, but mainly because he handled it so professionally. Proper trooper. So yeah, that was good. So we'll let the alum work for a wee while. Oh, Sweden's been in international news a bit lately, because ASAP Rocky, the hip-hop artist or the rapper, we have him. And I understand reading what the foreign media portrays it like we kidnapped him. But he was in Sweden somewhere, Stockholm I think. Got in a fight. It was him, his bodyguard and another guy against one guy. So not so fair to start with. There was a pretty bad beating. I've seen the pictures of the victim, let's call him. And there were wounds made by a bottle. There's also evidence that Mr. Rocky picked up a bottle from the street, thrashed it, and used it as a weapon. But all three, 3 against 1, all three say it's self-defense. So, but he was arrested, put in, I don't know what you call it, county jail for a good week or two. It takes a bit of time. And part of the world has been protesting, saying, let's release him, particularly the music world, I think. Just going to rinse the alum off. And after a while, the President of the United States of America places a phone call to the Prime Minister of Sweden, ordering him to release ASAP Rocky from jail. and then because I think he's friends with Kanye West, is that his name? Another rap artist. Occo. There you go. Ooh, yeah. Anyway, so the Swedish Prime Minister calmly was probably super happy that the President of the United States called, but he was calmly explaining that unlike North Korea and Libya, Sweden actually has an independent legal system where the ruler of the country doesn't just decide who goes to prison and not, courts do. Anyway, quite funny. But he was disappointed, the president, and now Rocky's been prosecuted with what it seems like pretty good evidence. So we'll see how that goes. But things may come to an end pretty quickly, because today an American lady, walked up to the Swedish embassy in Washington and poured Coca-Cola on the embassy building as a protest. So I guess we're now so intimidated we're going to let Rocky go. I don't know. We'll see. Well, stay tuned for that one. Kind of funny. We think it's funny. We're probably happy we get a bit of attention. Sweden don't always get too much love. Soap Commander Vision. I'm not a menthol fan, but this time of year it works pretty well. And the scent of the Vision is great. It really is. So, the Fitjar Islands Havn has been a really nice experience. It really is a good soap. Super easy to lather, easy to manage, beautiful packaging, lovely scent, and really high performing lather with a terrific light. So very happy to recommend it. I'm sure you've all used it, because I always use soaps years and years after they're released. But I happened to come across it, and I liked it, so I thought I'd shave with it and talk to you. Thanks for listening. God bless ASAP Rocky. No matter what happens to him, I hope he's doing okay. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Goodbye.